Welcome back. It's a fact of life. The world is going virtual. And if you haven't already been asked to do so, there's a good chance that you will be asked to facilitate a virtual session. There's a lot of complexity to doing this well. And so what I'd like to do in this video is talk about some best practices of how you can design a great virtual session. So the first consideration is this. If you can enlist a technology wingman or wingwoman to help you manage all of the technology, do it. You will be amazed at how much easier it is to focus on the participants and your agenda if you don't have to worry about all the specifics of the tech. But even if you do get a wingman, I would suggest learn whatever tool you're going to use inside and out. The tool sets around online collaboration have gotten very, very feature rich of late. And many of them have the opportunity to incorporate breakouts and online polls, whiteboards, etc. But you need to know the tools that you've got available in this particular application to be able to take advantage of them. So once you've learned that, then I would suggest sit down and design your workshop just like you would for a face-to-face session, incorporating the tools that make sense. Unfortunately, I find many facilitators, when they get into online sessions, they forget all of that and just have full team talking heads. Now, we all know that's pretty boring in a face-to-face session, and it's even more boring when folks are so easily distracted in an online setting. In fact, speaking of distracted participants, I would suggest as part of your workshop design, at least every 10 minutes, create an engagement strategy that actively engages your participants through round robins or polls, some way where they have to engage explicitly, again, at least every 10 minutes. That will certainly mitigate the risk that they drift away and do other things in the course of your workshop. Once you've done that, then stress test everything. Not only the tools that are embedded in your application, but also things like bandwidth and audio. So often these things can rear their heads in the middle of a session. And in fact, Murphy loves online sessions because if anything can go wrong, it likely will. And when it happens, if you have tested it to failure in your planning, you won't be like the proverbial deer in the headlights. As part of that testing, I would suggest using two monitors, one with a view that you'll see as a presenter and another with a view that your participants will see. These are usually very different, and you're going to want to understand what's happening on both sides of your workshop. So, in summary, if you have an opportunity to facilitate an online session, recognize that it will be more complex, but if you incorporate these best practices, I think you'll find yourself in good stead to do it well. In the next video, I want to talk about how you can make sure that your participants are as prepped as you will be for your session. So stay tuned, and thank you.